We are live.
Oh, we're live.
Hi, everyone. How are you doing? We're going to give it a minute or two for folks to jump on. It's Bobby Ray Myers.
Justin Myers.
With Myers Milk Co. Lady Farms. We're farmers out of Nehalem, Oregon. And so we're 24 hours in. Last night, we did a live video sharing our hearts and need with the community. And it's been 24 hours, and so we wanted to jump on and we wanted to give an update. But until we get a few more people loaded in here, we're just going to chit chat with you. So if you jump on, say hello to us. Let us know where you're tuning in from. How was your day? Anything that you had going on? I'm going to look on here. Make sure we look good. Yep, we're here.
Aha. Justin Myers.
With Myers Milk Co. Okay, so we have five people.
Hey, Eva. Doug, I'm not sure who you are, Doug, but thanks for watching.
Okay, so we're gonna have a couple little tidbits of information here, and if you want to, I guess, just open with something that you were feeling today. What were you feeling today? Our first day in this campaign that we've started.
I think the biggest thing is just gratitude. It's kind of hard to really dive into it without feeling a little bit emotional. The amount of people that have reached out, Bobby Ray's the phone that's always blowing up. People texting, messaging, and so I'm just really feeling the love. People that are going, we got you, we love you, you guys are amazing, we support farmers. I think that's the biggest thing. It's the love for the farming community is really, really huge, and so I feel hopeful at a time where I just haven't felt that for quite a while, and so yeah, we just a little bit of an update here. So I guess I'm supposed to just keep visiting here. I can't share. I have some exciting news actually. I want to tell you guys.
We have some pretty bonkers news, you guys. It's pretty amazing. Okay, hi Brooke. I love you, Brooke. I love you very much. We have some pretty epic news. This is really different for us. We're going to be going live each day. We just went live on TikTok. We had one viewer, and it was our daughter. Then I deleted it, not knowing that's how it works. So this is a very vulnerable space. But we're here for it. We committed to it. We don't want to just say, hey guys, we have a need and keep the rest kind of inward. We want to be really transparent. So if that is for you, thank you for following along. We will not have our feelings hurt if someone doesn't want to follow this journey with us. We completely understand.
Yeah.
This was not pre-planned. This is just the season that we are in. And so we had a 37-minute video that Justin prepared last night, and I cannot get it to load. And then today, we thought, well, we'll just redo it. We'll reshare. And then our driver was unable to deliver today. So we're out in Portland right now. We're at our last delivery drop here. And we just thought this is the best spot for us just to update everyone and stay true to the commitment that we're going to be showing our face and giving updates. So I think tomorrow's going to be a better day for Justin to revisit really where our farm is at. Give some more information. Hi, Delaney. And I think that's going to be really, really helpful to kind of understand why this need and ask is so big and why the impact of losing our chickens, really, obviously that's a loss, but it's really affecting our farm to the point that we don't know if we're going to be able to keep on going. We have struggled for some time now. Yeah.
Farming is hard. And I want to be careful to not, give a sob story, because I think life is hard and everyone is kind of struggling. And I think for me, I felt like it wasn't right to ask for help. It wasn't right to, this is my problem, my mistake, and I need to deal with it. And, I just mentioned on the last video that I not to be cliche, but I just feel like I want to shout it from the rooftops that it's okay to ask for help. And I feel, I was talking to my sister earlier, and she said, when you are transparent and when you are humble, it allows others to help carry the load. And you know, I feel like I've just gotten 100 new employees and they're not asking for a paycheck, and they're like, what can I do? What can I do? You know, the people that are messaging saying anything, this is something I can do. And I've got equipment or anything you might need, just let us know. And it's just like, wow, you know, people giving us cash, people mailing checks, and then, you know, the GoFundMe is doing very well for 24 hours as far as I'm concerned. And so, you know, we were given a suggestion at the very beginning, even some research we did, they said, you know, ask for a small amount and just keep raising it. You don't want people to feel overwhelmed. And again, in an attempt to be very transparent, I just thought, no, this is what we need. We're going to swing for the fence, or we're not going to play ball. I mean, that's kind of what it was. And so this is a really big deal. And to give you a little bit of insight on what that is, to replace the birds that we had raised to maturity and that were laying market eggs would be $200,000, 150 to 200 all day long. And so the loss of income of $30,000+ a month, it takes 4 to 5 months to raise them up. The soonest we can get birds is the end of this month, maybe even into the first part of February. And so being a vital part to us being able to pay the bills, we are devastated at the loss of our birds. And so, you know, I've described this a few different ways, but the farm was such a heavy weight anyways, and then the loss of the chickens was a weight just simply too heavy to carry. And it felt amazing to just simply put that weight down and say, I can't do it, and to ask for help. And so we are praying our guts out that the community will continue to respond in the way that they have, and just love on us and support us. And again, you can do that by sharing our stories, like, comment, pray for us, obviously donate if you can. We're very grateful. People have just been really showing the love. Well,
and something to add to it, you guys, is I think it's pretty clear is that we feel, and there's a lot of like-minded people, that our food system is really compromised. And so being a raw dairy, some people will say it's being rebellious. That's not our intention, but it has a high risk. And so even for the risk that we've taken on to be a raw dairy, at the size that we are, comes with vulnerability in and of itself as a farm. And then you have any type of illness, any type of loss of animal, and you're really, really reliant on public perception, and that can get very intimidating. It's almost like the worldly side of our flesh. And if we could have the time to interact with people and share our story, we'd feel really confident. But that vulnerability and putting ourselves so far out there, it was just this constant thing about this, not constant, it was a very fast thing when we lost our birds, to not know what was that. It takes you days to figure out, to do the work. And again, the vulnerability, the creditability, and then to understand that you made a mistake. A mistake was made. And so if you're new to following the story, Justin can give a little brief recap, and then we want to really give praises and give the update of the day. But just to that transparency thing, it really requires grace from people to say, okay, I understand. It wasn't a pride thing as much as I think it was almost like a responsibility to protect people from doubt or from fear. And then I also think that there's been a couple years, if not more, of really shouldering a huge burden on the farm. The farm has been amazing, but we would be fools to tell you that the farm has not buckled us and stretched us beyond measure. We bought a multi-million-dollar company, and it has cost us time, money, effort. We were not farmers when we started the farm. Isn't that sure the truth? Justin?
Yeah, I grew up on the farm, but you know, we were much removed from the farm. You know, I was a general contractor. She worked for the city, and we were just kind of living our best life, or so we thought. You know?
And when we opened Lady V Farms, and when we started Myers Milk Co., it was in a real conscious effort to understand some things had changed with our creamery co-op. They had capped and closed off the ability to ship more quantity, and we knew buying the dairy from two families, essentially, father and uncle, mother and aunt, we had a large predecessor payment and a large Farmer Mac payment, and so it was a common sense thing that we have to expand. And so we had those plans in place, and that was stopped right when we had gotten our funding to buy more cows and whatnot. The creamery had made some different changes and moves, and that was paralyzing. But that is where that closed door opened this door of our passion and heart to say, wait a minute, we want to sell food that we genuinely ourselves would want to bring into our home. And that's where that opened the kind of the Pandora's box of the raw food, the raw milk. We were consuming our own raw dairy. We believe in it. We find it to be holistic. It's beyond amazing. It's simple if done right. And then Justin had the genetics. He has the A2 genetics, and he'd been profiling those animals and doing artificial insemination for years, and kind of geeked out on it. And it was like, okay, that's an added value bonus. Obviously, we have tons of ground, so we have abundance of grass, but it's doing that math, always making your numbers work. And so our farm is large and small to some, but large to us. And we had to make sure we were using it well. So Lady Bee Farms, Myers Milk Co., and Myers Meat Co. were started in the effort to really be sustainable. And in that effort, we have dug deep to create a company and companies that can hold their own. And losing Lady Bee Farms like this is devastating financially. And so if you haven't caught that from yesterday, that's where Justin's feeling really, really led to just share that we have really been trying to like keep our chin up and be tough, but you can only be so tough. There's only so much you can do when you can't pay your bills or your mortgage is behind. And there's a persona that should be there. I think that you should have confidence in your farmer or your neighbor. I don't think that we should always walk around with our, heads down and be like, yeah, today was hard. I think it's good to be meek and to uphold integrity. But I think that it's come to a point that we really want to see our farm stay in business. We really want to feed the community. And we've just gotten to a point that our best effort is falling short. It really has.
Yeah. Well, I see our daughter is trying to share the exciting news in the comments.
Thank you, Nikki. Yeah, and I commented in here and I dropped some stuff, but here we go. I think we've got enough people, and let's give our praise. And we'll be back tomorrow because we're committed to giving updates. We're really excited about some of this stuff. Yeah,
so we do have actually 3 or 4 things that are pretty amazing. The first one that starts tomorrow is I'm going to be on the Lars Larson show at 12. Sound check is at 12:45, and then it goes live at 12:49.
It's an 8-minute interview.
8-minute interview. I am scared to death, if I'm honest. This is not really my thing, but I'm going to roll with it, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. And so if you would please tune in, and all the love and support would be amazing. His sister Libby
went to work, and she orchestrated this, which is absolutely amazing. Libby, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, and so we got a call from, on the way out here on our delivery, we get a call from someone that says, this is Jeff from GoFundMe. And we had KGW Channel 8 News reach out and wanted permission to contact you guys, get your information. And so they want to do a segment on what's going on. And so we have very high hopes that this will continue to blow up the way that it has, and doesn't lose momentum. The first 24 hours is far more than actually we expected. And so I just want to give praise. Thank you to everyone. Thank you for your prayers, your love, support. Any of our videos, please follow along on our journey, as we are going to be brutally transparent as we fight the good fight here. And just continue to like, follow, share. If you would, please go over to our campaign page and follow us, please, as many as we can. And so, all the technical stuff this sweet lady will be doing all the links. So
let's be honest, trying to do. Yeah. So the recap is getting in less than 24 hours. The monetary support has been bonkers. We didn't know that the GoFundMe wasn't for everyone, and so some people have reached out wanting to mail a check, give cash, or do Venmo. We thank you for that, and we're happy to do that or accept that, obviously. We are the most overwhelmed with people's love. Quite literally, there's people that we haven't talked to in a hot minute calling us, texting us. The encouragement, and I love the man-to-man because I feel like that is really, really awesome. I love how Justin also was feeling beyond encouraged that it's not just about, can you help us? I think that sharing our hearts really helps other people. Spooky. Spooky.
Who's behind us?
We're not in Kansas anymore. We're in downtown Portland. But I think that transparency, that vulnerability that is very, very hard in our flesh to surrender, to succumb. And that's the thing, is that I feel like sometimes just letting that down has really been amazing. That you feel like you have to keep that guard up and protect yourself. But in actuality, by just surrendering that and just asking the Lord to have his way with our situation, not to say there isn't tempting to kind of take it back at times too, but just allowing that to have peace, that there's very little that we can actually do. We are not in control. And to try to
I don't want to be in control. I want the Lord to be in control.
Yeah.
And so we have a few more exciting things to share. But we also are 2 hours from home. We haven't eaten anything. It's getting colder out. So anyway, thank you guys. God is good. And we will continue to keep you updated. Please continue to follow along in our journey. And thank you. We love you guys. And,
we really, really do. We really do. And so tomorrow, more updates. And then I said it once, I'll say it again. We were on Instagram. We're really trying to, our heart and hope, to make it clear, is we love our community and we're so grateful, but we're really, really hoping, Lord willing, that we can reach more people, more farm community people that can really relate to how many farms are closing. Farms are going away. And we really want to stay in the fight. We really want to be here for the long go.
If you have a suggestion, if you're better at this than we are for whatever reason,
and you will be, we're not good at this.
Well, I mean, honestly, I was having a conversation with one of our sons, and somehow you got 7 million views on TikTok from Sassy Farm Cat. And so I don't know if we got to drag out Sassy Farm Cat, but somehow we need to reach a lot of people. And so if you have a suggestion, we'd love to hear it. So
and again, just for people to share, to be apprised, to know, I think that there's so much added value in it. Yeah. So thank you guys so very much. We're going to go back through the comments. And again, we're going to get a little bit better at this. Right now, are you freezing?
I'm a little chilled.
It's very cold. But have a blessed night, you guys. And we'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to share this live over to our new campaign page. And I think that that's it. I think that we're you hit that live and then you go live and then you regurgitate kind of your thoughts. And how people have responded to us it's humbling, but it's so amazing, you guys.
Yes,
it's like a bear hug, the bear hug that we needed.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Okay, now this one I know how to turn off. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Oh, my finger.